Hi everybody. Well, today I'm going to just put everything together for you. I'm going to show you what my thought process is when I'm doing this, how it looks when I'm photographing the bubbles, and just kind of the whole step by step. So first of all, I have my bubble mixture here, and I pour that into this glass right here. And by the way, this mixture I must have done probably maybe a month or two ago, so it'll last for a really long time. So I'm going to put that aside. In one of the other videos, I showed you how to focus. So you're going to take your straw and you're going to put it towards the front of the glass or whatever you're using, your cup, and then you're going to focus. Now I already did focus, so I'm good here. I have it exactly where I want it. So you go ahead and focus on your straw. Go ahead and pull the straw out. I have my 2 speed lights that are in here, and my camera is set to f16. It's 1/60th of a second shutter speed, and it is at ISO 800. So that's kind of my starting point. And let me move my cat out of the way. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and blow my first bubble. All right, so this bubble mixture is really good because it's been sitting for, I mean, weeks and weeks. So that's going to last quite a long time. All right, so I'm going to take a look. It's a little off center, so I'm going to just kind of center it. And I'm focusing really from about half of the bubble is all I'm seeing in here. So I'll just take that. Let me see if my flash is on. There we go. All right, so there's my first image. It's looking good. I take another one. That one looks really good as well. And I'm watching for movement. So what I'm doing here is I can see the colors starting to mix in the bubble. Oh, my cat just popped the bubble. All right, so let me do that again. All right, so there we go. A lot of times I just take a picture immediately because sometimes the minute that I take the photo, the minute I blow the bubble and take a quick picture, I have some really amazing colors right away. So hopefully you're kind of seeing that right there in the camera. Straight out of the camera, I'm getting some amazing, amazing shots. And then sometimes I'll just watch and I'll wait. I don't do continuous shooting because it would just be overkill. It would be so much. But right now I'm watching and I can see the colors start moving. I can see things happening in there. And it takes some practice to really get used to that. And then I shoot again to see what's it doing now. And I like that shape. And I like that. And that one's pretty nice too, but I kind of like more of the vivid colors. So I'll shoot again. And now it's kind of a little bit faded. You know, I have a lot of the blue color, not much going on. Sometimes I'll look in my camera to see what's going on. At times I could see better. There's some movement happening. When you look in your camera and you look at your bubble, it's going to be blurry. It's going to be really hard to see anything clear. So a lot of times you're just kind of taking the picture just to see what you're going to get. That's a really awesome shape. So they're continuously changing. The shape, the colors, everything is continuously moving, changing. So every few seconds, I'm going to take it again to see what's going on. Like, oh, that's a really neat shape. I like that. There we go. And see how long the bubble is lasting? That's because the mixture has been sitting so long. So you're having, you get to have a lot of time with just one bubble. I can just kind of hang out here and wait a little bit, give it a chance. I used to take so many images, and now I know to just kind of wait a little bit. I don't have to be, you know, pushing one after another, unless there's a pattern that I'm really excited about, and I'm like, oh, I love that. Then I'll take multiple because I just know that out of that pattern, that series of patterns, I'm going to really like quite a few images. But if I take an image and I'm like, oh, that's kind of bland, it's beautiful, but it's not really that exciting to me, then I'll just kind of wait a minute, not a minute, but a few seconds. It's moving around again. Now we have more patterns happening, more lines in the bubbles. Hopefully you can see that. There we go. So as you can see, it's constantly changing. There's some really beautiful lines happening in that shot there. And I'm able to see, because I still have some light coming in my room right now, so I can just very faintly see the movement. And there's probably another, no, that one actually is not my favorite. So I'm gonna kind of wait a minute or a few seconds, give it a chance to move again. And then if there's nothing else really that I like, I take a few pictures and I'm like, nothing else is really happening. I'm gonna go ahead and pop it, and I'm gonna start again. Okay, the other thing you can do, see if I take a quick picture there, we've got some really beautiful, beautiful colors. Then the other thing you can do, if you want to take multiple bubbles, takes a little bit of practice, but and as you can see, I work in a really, really tight, small space, but oh, this tail. So there's a couple of bubbles. There's, if you can see that, a bubble is hanging off the main bubble. So let's see if I can move my camera just slightly to the right. Okay, that's not exactly what I want. So you just kind of play around with it. I'm not getting exactly what I want, so I might pop it again. The other thing sometimes I do is multiple bubbles. So, no, not that. All right, so right now I have a whole bunch of bubbles that are clustered together. Okay, now I'm waiting for some of the color to start taking shape. And at times you just have to sit and wait a few seconds for movement to start happening. So right now the bubbles are a little bit still. Or I should say the reflection. Not much is happening, but I'll take a picture and see. Yeah, I'm not getting a lot of color out of that so far. Sometimes I might turn the bubble mixture just slightly. And let's see. So you can play around with that. Right now I'm not getting a whole lot of color out of it, but that happens. There's times that I get amazing color when I do multiple bubbles, that I just keep going and going. When I know my bubble mixture is about right, it's when it starts to look a little bit sticky on the side. It doesn't just pop real clear. It almost just kind of falls down and creates like a film. When that happens, that means that I have a really good bubble mixture that's gonna last. So I'll do one more here. All right, and I'll take a quick shot. All right, so there I'm a little bit too low, so I'm cutting off the top of the bubble, and I like to see the arch of the bubble on the top. Okay, right now the color hasn't begun moving too much yet, and now I can see it's moving. See how the color is getting stronger and stronger? There we go, here we go. Now we have a lot of color happening. So hopefully you can see that in the camera. There we go, that's a nice deep color, I love that. And I can really see the pattern moving. So here we go, I'm gonna take a lot here because I love what's happening here. And this is when I say, yep, I'm gonna just keep going with it. because this is gorgeous. And it doesn't happen on every single time I blow a bubble. As you saw, sometimes I get just nothing exciting. So I'm gonna just keep taking them because I still like what I'm seeing. It still has a lot of nice blue, rich colors, really beautiful oranges, and pink. So I take it pretty rhythmically. I take one, pause, take another, pause, take another, pause. Just because in between, it's giving the bubbles a chance to change shape, because I don't need 5 of nearly the same pattern with the bubble. I like to see some variety. Now it looks like they're slowing down a bit. So I might even space out how long I go before I take another picture. Yeah, that's still pretty. And I can see from the light in my room, highlighting the bubble up here, I could see it's really active right now. I could see a lot of movement. So this is one of my good ones right now. So it's nice. I'm going to end on a good one here. And then if I wanted to bring my camera down just a bit, there we go. So I'll have less black at the top and more of the bubble. You will get some reflection, some shadows here that could be from the trigger, could be from things on the side, but I don't worry about that because I can crop that out afterwards. And we'll just do a couple more. It's hard to stop once you get so addicted. You're like, oh, this is a great shape or a great pattern. I'm loving this. I might be low on battery because I could see some of them, the flash is not going off. But it's very addicting. It's a lot of fun. I'll stop here and see if I can turn this around and show you some of what I'm getting. Maybe it'll be better. Go. So I'm going to bring this in a little bit closer. So you can see straight out of camera. Here we go. I know it's kind of bright there, but just to give you a little bit of an idea. Let's see. And get some beautiful, beautiful patterns right here. There we go. So when I'm done with these and I bring them into Lightroom, as you can see, there's very little editing that I need to do on these because it just comes out so beautiful straight out of camera that there's very little that I need to do to enhance it at all, if anything. So that's the variety there that I was getting. And here, a lot of times when you start your bubbles, you'll see that, and just wait because it gradually increases, as you can see there. Little by little, it'll start becoming more and more and more. So just be patient and wait. That's when I was doing the 3 bubbles. Didn't have a lot of success on that, but if I spent more time with it, I'm sure it would work as well. But there you go. There are just different bubbles for you to look at, and hope you enjoyed them. Hope you have success following your bubbles. I would love to see them. If you have any questions, please let me know. I will definitely get back to you. And I hope that explained everything. I hope that helped along with the other videos that I did. Hope that helps you understand a little bit more about how to take these amazing, beautiful bubbles. Have fun.